Going on to Rome's, one of the question marks for the Minnesota Vikings this offseason is, will Harrison Smith return to the Vikings for another season? And he turns 36 on Groundhog's Day, but hopefully Pawtuxet Phil just like, got one more year, Harrison. Certainly want him back to add to the Hall of Fame resume. It would be nice to add a Super Bowl ring to 2022, and it's kind of a rough year for Harrison. So the Vikings get 14 wins, but then get bounced in the playoffs. Notre Dame, not so much. It happens. But the only first-round pick for the Vikings in 2012, there weren't two of them. Yeah, the pride of Notre Dame came aboard for the Vikings and has played some amazing football throughout the years. He's one of the greatest Vikings of all time, a personal fan favorite, a team captain, leader, and all that stuff. But, Harrison, he's not prime 2016, 2017 Harrison anymore. And yes, he is getting a little bit long in the tooth. And all of the players that were around him, whether it's Barr, Kendricks, Linval, Everson, they gone. They all gone. And is it time for Harrison to hang him up and move on to the next thing? I don't know, Jim. Or is it time to run it back for one more season? Just like the Prince photo they sent to Thomason. It's really good. And also, I do think that Brian Flores being back for a third season with the Vikings will help things. I think if Flores left, I think Harrison Smith would certainly retire. But the thing about it is that this is not charity. Like, this is not a, hey, let's just keep Harrison on because he's a good dude and blah blah blah. No, he's still legit on this defense. Also, he ended the season healthy versus what he had with the shoulder at the end of the 2023 season. So he's good to go. All right, and Harrison played 1,062 snaps last year, second on the team behind only Byron Murphy Jr. So, and Flores has talked about it too, where you would like to ration the snaps with Harrison Smith, but you just can't take him off the field because he's that good. And Flores trusts him. Communication is a huge part, especially on the back end of the Flores defense, which is very complicated with all of the looks and disguises that they run. And 2-2 is very important to the Flores operation. Also, he had 87 tackles, fourth on the team, 56 solo, also fourth on the squad. 3 interceptions, tied for second on the team behind Murph. 10 passes broken up, tied for second on the team behind Murph. Also bring Murph back, by the way. 11 pressures, which is 8th in the NFL among safeties, as well as an 89.7 quarterback rating, 13th in the NFL among safeties. So now, is he Harrison Smith, top 3, top 4 safety in the league like he was back in the day? No. But is he a top 15, 20 safety in the league, and does he have a very specific role in this Vikings defense bestowed upon him by Flores, and he's extremely important to this defense and can still bring it? Yes, and he played about 50% of his snaps down in the box last year. He's still very good at setting the edge. He's still very good at blitzing. He's still very good at doing all that stuff. And now the hang-up is his contract. So technically, he's under contract through 2025, except that's not going to happen. Last year, he redid his contract again. Remember, Harrison Smith has taken significant pay cuts over the last 3 off seasons to return to the Vikings. That's how much he loves the squad, and also that's how much he and his agent gauge the market for his services at this point in time. But even though they redid his contract and he's set to make the league minimum, veteran minimum in 2025. It's not going to happen because if he's on the roster on the third day of the new league year, he is guaranteed a $25 million base salary in 2026, which is not going to happen. So Harrison said he's going to take some time to decide, and he's earned that right. But the Vikings have to decide by the third day of the new league year in March what they're going to do. And I think that it would be great to have Harrison Smith back for one more season. I think that, again, he ended the season healthy, so that will certainly play a part in it. Also, Flores being back will be a huge part of it, plus the fact that he can still play at a high level. And I do think that, as age catches up, I think Flores will tailor Harrison's role in the defense, maybe playing more down in the box as a de facto linebacker, and maybe even cutting back on some snaps. Who really knows? But especially if the Vikings do lose Beasley in free agency, and say Theo Jackson starts in his place, it would be great to have Harrison back there, especially since they're going to have a lot of new cornerbacks out there. So Harrison Smith as running things on the back end of that defense and being the communicator and the leader would be very valuable for the Vikings. So I would have him back. Price wise, it's not going to cost a ton. So if Harrison wants to play another season, let's absolutely do the damn thing and pad that Hall of Fame resume, baby. Let's go. Your thoughts are thoughts. Will 2-2 return in 2-5? We'll see. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.